And welcome back to Here to Open. Daren Jaime here with you. Well, COVID-19 has affected a lot of people across the United States, here particularly in New York, business. And when we talk about business, small businesses being affected. One of those small businesses are actually barbershops. Barbershops have still yet to been phased into the recovery effort of reopening. They have not yet opened their doors, and yet and still, many are still left to struggle, and some even left to close their doors. Joining us now to talk a little bit more about the whole tension of how to reopen and how to stay open is Dennis Mitchell. Dennis Mitchell is the owner of Denny Moe Superstar Barbershop in Harlem, New York. And Denny Moe, good to have you, brother.
Oh, man, thanks for having me on, man.
Hey, listen, glad to have you. So when we talk about this now, give us a little bit about this. The doors closed for you, and after the doors closed for you, certainly your business got to the place of literally being in jeopardy.
Absolutely. The day the doors closed, it was it didn't hit me right away because of the simple fact that I figured, okay, this is something that's going to happen. We're going to basically, just open up in a couple of weeks or whatever. And then a month went by, and then 2 months has gone by, and then now you start thinking, wow, what are we going to do? Because there's no revenue being brought in, no money whatsoever. You know what I mean? No money being made. So, and the people still asking for their rent. The Con Ed is still asking for their utility bills. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, something's got to give. So now it's set. The reality of it sets in, and now you're on the roller coaster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're on the roller coaster of emotions. I told somebody that the other day, asked me what part of the roller coaster was I on right now. I told them I'm on the loop-de-loop right now. Because it plays with your emotions a lot, man. And you try to not think about it too much, and then when you're in the middle of enjoying yourself, enjoying your family, everybody laughing, smiling, having a good time, and then all of a sudden, boom, it kicks in and takes you totally away from it. You know what I mean? From what you're doing at that moment. But just like I said on my video, I filled out a few applications. Was denied a couple, but I have firm belief that the disaster will come through. I'm really looking forward to that because that will help take care of all the bills.
Yeah, you're talking about that disaster relief loan. And for our viewers that don't know, in the midst of all your trouble, you actually launched a GoFundMe to actually help you. And for people who don't know, your barbershop's located right in the center of Harlem. And when we talk about those who've been strictly affected or predominantly affected are communities of color by COVID-19, by both mortality and then also chronic diseases. So you got a lot of things that's working against you, but yet and still that GoFundMe that you actually put up actually began to work for you. Talk to us about that.
Absolutely. Well, I it's something about it whenever I do things, whenever I say I'm going to do certain things, and I go for the the deep pocket, which is the government, the state, the city, and they failed me, not just now, but in the past, and when they failed me, I reach out to my community, and I don't know, man, for some reason they always hold me up. You know what I mean? The community holds me up. You see what my sweater says?
Yeah.
You see that?
Yes, sir.
UCLA? University on the corner of Lenox Avenue. You know what I mean? So,
right.
So I mean, it's just a good thing to being a good person and being good in your community, being the friendly neighborhood barber. People take to you, and whenever they see you in distress, they come to your aid. And that's what they've done. They come to my aid.
Well, I know that. Listen, for you, you've done a thing called cuts for cutting for a cure. You've done some work where you've actually did 24-hour cuts round the clock to support raising money for cancer. For free. And then you turn around now and you get yourself in a situation. Well, not you got yourself in a situation, but COVID-19 forces that situation for you to have to be able to navigate. Right. What's it like for you to have the community be able to respond back to you when you've been out there and you've kicked it for the community in so many different ways?
Well, it's unbelievable, man. And it's not, let me rephrase that. It's not unbelievable. It's beautiful because just when you think no one is paying attention, you know, and something like this happens and everybody comes out for you and you say, wow, they paid attention. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful for my community, totally grateful. And that's why I do the things that I do with Cutting for a Cure and back to school drives and toy drives and stuff like that, clothing drives, because I know we're needy people. We're in our community is you know, underserved, and I just want to be a part of uplifting, you know, the community, and I do that. And in return for me being, you know, vigilant in the community, people now uplifting Denny Moe.
Yeah.
Know? So
Yeah.
I'm really grateful for that, you know, and that's what it's all about. You know, it's about community. Community means a group of people coming together for one common cause, you know,
Right.
and that's what that's what they're doing. They're coming together so Denny Moe can survive. Now, hopefully, you know, that the pandemic doesn't go too much further, because if it goes too much further, you know, we're going to have to get back on the grind and try to get some more money in and try to sustain. I'm seeing a lot of businesses that are smaller, my size, or a little even bigger, that are going out of business. And that's the reality. That's the gut punch when you drive by and you see that the gym is gone.
Right.
The treadmills are out of the window. I'm driving by the gym and I'm saying, I can't wait to get back in the gym. And then I drive by the next day and the gym is gutted out.
Yeah.
And just driving around here, just driving around Harlem, and not even talking about downtown, but driving around Harlem, man, there's a lot of things closing up, and they're, you know, not coming back, you know. And I know a lot of churches are going to be hurt by it, and a lot of, you know, just like you said, small businesses are going to be devastated, you know.
Yeah. Well, we know that you're coming back in June and you're reopening in June, and I'm glad to hear how the community is coming. Really rallied behind. Denny will put out a GoFundMe for about $25,000, and the community actually responded back. Denny Moe, congratulations on the great work, and we'll talk to you soon.
Hey man, I look forward to it.
All right, Dennis Mitchell, who is the owner of Denny Moe's. If you want to find out more about him, go to his website at www.dennymoe.com.